Everyone, we come together today to mourn the passing of these two cat people. Very sad indeed. Very sad indeed. But one day, they'll re-arise, and we will loot their corpses! They're up! Attack, everyone! Attack! Whoa! Pow, pow! Woo! Yeah! And they're dead! Well done, everyone! Well done! We have killed them yet again! Yeah, maybe 30 versus 1 is a little too OP, but okay. So, if you're a longtime watcher of our channel and you've listened to my likes and dislikes, you probably know that Elder Scrolls Online is one of my most favorite video games. So, this video, a Is It Worth It video, is very skewed. But hear me out, because if you're considering getting to Elder Scrolls Online in 2023, well, it's worth it. And here's why. Number 1. This game can go as low as $5 on the cheapest sales, for the base game at least. The base game can give you at least 500 to 1,000 hours if you go and play through all the story, all the missions, all the zones, all the skills, everything. It's 1,000 hours basically. I've put 3,000 hours into the game, but I actually only had the base edition until about 2,000 hours, and then I finally caved and bought some DLC and got a subscription. And now I'm at 3,400 hours. And I still haven't really beaten every single thing in the game. Actually, I don't even think I've beaten the entire main storyline. Yeah. But okay, enough of fanboying here, but what is in the game that actually will make it worth it for you? Because sometimes people have different likes and dislikes. Well, if you like MMOs in general, most likely you'll enjoy this game to make it worth its money and its weight in gold. But what if you aren't an MMO person, but you want to maybe start getting into MMOs? Well, I will tell you right now, MMOs are actually almost a learning experience. You have to learn how to play a MMO, and yes, that can actually deter a lot of people. But the thing is, there's so many things you can do, and you can almost do them all at your own pace, because how Elder Scrolls Online is built is that anywhere is accessible. You can go into any zone and not worry about any leveling because it's all level scaled. It's actually really well done with its level scaling. I've never found a game that is better level scaled than Elder Scrolls Online. Like, even Skyrim is not as good. And guess what? This game actually has half of Skyrim in it, as well as like all these other zones are in the Elder Scrolls franchise. So yeah, you should totally just play those. Alright, so let's talk about number 2. This game is actually not as much of a grind as most other MMOs. Sometimes people are like, oh, I gotta go grind in that game, and it sucks because you have to, spend hours upon hours killing the same enemy just to get a quest done. This game doesn't have that kind of quest system. There are some quests that do something similar, but most of them are very well story-built quests, as well as just content that is just replayable without getting boring. Like, there's dungeons that you can replay multiple times, and it's fairly fun. And of course, you will have to eventually play the dungeons at least 20 times to get every single item from that dungeon, but that's not as bad, and it's very engaging content compared to, oh, I'm just gotta go and kill the same enemy. Number 3. So this game has a lot of different game modes. So if you don't like a certain game mode, you can go and do different game modes that you actually might prefer. There's a nice solid castle war kind of game mode that's PvP, as well as there's battleground PvP game modes, as well as there's PvE, which is, basically overworld content, as well as dungeons, as well as crafting, as well as dragon slaying, and as well as quest doing, and there's so much. There's even housing. What else? I don't know. It's just an MMO. It's just full of everything. And guess what? It's still a live service game, so it's just gonna keep updating, adding more stuff. Like this year, we're getting a whole new class, so you can redo everything all with a different class. There's like, what, 6 classes now? That's so many classes to even try out. I went through like 1,000 hours on literally one character. So I wonder how long it's gonna take me to go through on all 6 classes. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, I will stop fanboying. Now let's start talking about stuff that will probably make you not want to play this game, or might deter you and make you pissed off in the first, I don't know, say hour of gameplay. Well, for one, it is too massive. Yeah, that is actually a deterring point. Some people have nowhere to start and they don't know what to do. So yes, there's a whole educational aspect of this game. So number 2 of things that will probably drive you insane. This game is not crossplay, and it probably will never be crossplay. It would be awesome if it would, but it probably will never. Also, with not crossplay, there is actually 2 different servers. So you have to pick one server or the other server to, shove all your hours into, or you could just do both. But the thing is, those servers are not crossplay, meaning if you start on the North American servers, those characters will stay on that North American server. So when maybe if you get friends on the European side and they're playing the European servers and you want to start a character over there, you do not have anything from your other characters on the North American side. So those are 2 different servers, and if you want to go and do the full game, a full MMO on a whole different set of servers, then yeah, I guess that's okay, but it drives you insane. It's annoying. But then again, who knows, maybe you do enjoy that, so we'll see. I'm actually in the process of starting the European server side, and yeah, it's actually kind of fun, just because I get to relive the beginning days again, but it's a little bit irritating to a lot of people. So another deterring point of Elder Scrolls Online is that there's only 6 classes, and those classes are actually very limited, at least in the long run of things. The short run, it's probably, a ton of stuff and a ton to take in, you have no idea what you're doing. But it also kind of makes it hard to be like, oh, I want to create an assassin that is super spell-based, because that's not a class. You have the assassin class, basically. You have a Templar class. There's different classes for different uses and things. So you kind of have to form to what the game has established, and that's kind of deterring to some people. Of course, it's still a lot to learn, and it's pretty fun to use if you actually want to get involved with the different classes and what they can do, as there's different ways to build those classes out and make them really good. But they're fairly limited when it comes to how to build a class. There's no custom classing. It's all whatever they laid out in front of you. Okay, so there we go. We have reasons to like it and reasons to hate it. Now, is this game for you? Of course, it's a very different style of game. It's going to take you a little bit of playing to figure out the way, but once you figure out the way, you'll be sucked in and you'll just throw hours upon maybe thousands of hours into the game like I have, and you'll probably love it in the whole, grand scheme of things, especially since I'm probably paid barely any money compared to how many hours I, have put into this game. So I'll let you guys decide from here on, if you think that this is for you or not. I don't know. I haven't really to cover this game on my channel, and I just wanted to cover it because I love this game. It's my favorite game, and if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, please like, subscribe. If you have questions about the game or questions about, the channel, go and comment down below, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.